as well, just in case.
Yep.
Okay, just as soon as this stream of
Guys, so
people,
we've got some really exciting system changes that are coming up, that are coming along right now. And Hamish is going to be running through all of them. And I'm going to be here just, taking questions left, right, and center you know, you know, as well. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Hamish has been working very hard on pushing all this through. And we're still, at a stage where still a little bit of development stage still going on, but it's very exciting what we've done, and you've probably noticed that the members area has actually changed a fair bit, and it's going to be changing a lot more over the next 2 weeks, really. And then we'll be sticking with that final design and making things a lot more streamlined. So,
who has seen the changes in the members area so
Hamish, I'm going
far?
to let you go for it first, because yeah, I think there's some people that want to share, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, just firstly, who's seen the changes in the members area already? I believe it changed just today, didn't it, Tom? Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah. First of all, let's start off with somebody reading the mission statement. So, who on the webinar wants to jump up? We'll put you on the mic and can read the mission statement for us all.
Well, that audio is not good,
Am I
Hamish.
completely dropped out? All right.
Can anyone hear you, Hamish? Well, it's still a sound check.
You can hear me, can't you, Tom?
All right, guys, looks like Hamish has dropped off the line.
Tom, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? Okay, excellent. So what does that mean to you? Yeah, that's perfect.
It means finally stopping to focus and really focus on the right things and not just jump from one glittering thing to another.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I felt when I first started, working with Tom. I felt like I got confused, too many things coming on, and too many things to focus on at once. But yeah, you
It's
really have to
complete
focus.
information overload.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the amount of information we're getting nowadays with the internet and computer, and we have multiple devices as well. So having some system that allows you to focus and refocus your energy on the right things at the right time really does help, I think.
But the process, I think, also tracks if you're interested in too many things and you can see on your life map that you're just splintered into so many different small pieces
Yeah, exactly.
that you should really think about what you're doing.
Yeah, it gives you a much better overview of where you're going.
Exactly.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, so what we might do is have a share. Did you want to share at all, Katinka?
Actually, I haven't been able to get to my life map. I noticed that the interface was different, and
Okay.
for some reason I tried to get to it, but I just couldn't.
Okay. Have you got your
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare
Oh,
right now.
I'll show you how to get onto it now. Have you got your have you logged into your account?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So if we're at say we just go to leaders. So if we're at this page now, can you see my screen?
Hold on. Yes.
Okay. So
So
simply,
it's in the first step.
yeah, first step, as normal, go to your profile, and then
Yep.
you'll see here. So it's just moved slightly. You got your timeline, your plan, and your associates. Okay, I'll explain what the other ones are shortly, but just go to your
Oh,
plans. Okay, and you'll see all your plans are in here. Oh.
Read them.
So have you managed to get to that?
I can only see one plan for some reason. One planet is named, but
Okay.
yes.
All right, what I might do is I might make you the presenter, so we can see your screen, and then yeah, we'll jump into the map, and then you can jump in and start sharing.
I'll make
Okay.
her a presenter, Hamish.
Yeah, I'm going to make her presenter now. Okay.
So is my screen showing?
Yeah, we can see it now. Can everybody see that okay?
Yeah, I can see it.
Because I've been having problems lately in not being able to fill my nodes with links, and for some reason some of them work and some of them don't. And I wanted to expand on them, but I haven't been able to.
Okay, one of the reasons that could be is if you've got the same map open in multiple tabs or in multiple browsers or on another computer. And the only other thing is that I think maybe, you know, with the updates that's going on, there might be a few errors that are popping up in here and there, but we should have it all worked out within the next couple of days.
Yeah, I figured that it was just something temporary. It seems to be loading.
Okay, Tom, am I getting a big echo?
Yeah, you are. It's just from my computer. If you just go up to the top, it says allow. It might be because it's trying to
Oh yeah.
use the computer location. If you just press allow button, yep.
Yeah.
That will finish the loading section.
So the map that you've set as your home map is going to be on that little little icon at the top, the little green icon with the flame.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that'll be your main map or your main plan.
Okay. Make it bigger.
Yeah.
And this is and also I want to ask you now when I'm directly talking to you that for example in my creative project I only have picture files, and I've been trying to load files that are not Google files, and it hasn't allowed me to. So are they?
So you're trying to put like a Word document in there?
Or Excel spreadsheet or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, what you should be doing is using Google Documents and using the spreadsheet document feature in there, and then just putting the link of that straight into that node there.
And
But
so it's not meant for any kind of computer specific desktop, just Windows, but everything has to be Google Docs. That explains a lot.
yeah, well, one of the new updates is going to be that we can have our own documents within the system as well, and you will be able to upload other files. But at the moment, we've got images, and we're just dealing with the Google Documents.
Okay.
But that should be coming in this week as well. Okay, so do you want to explain to your plan?
Yes. So this is me, and I put one part is the businesses, the financial assets, liabilities, and current bills, and then on the other side are the more personal sides of me, my relationships, my personal development, who I am, and the creative project. I'm kind of a creative junkie. I need to have something going on besides business always. So that's why I've loaded up some of these pictures.
Yep.
Are installations that I've made, but they or jewelry that I make and sell, but they're not a main part of my business life. they're just there to basically
No, it looks great.
help me from going completely crazy.
Yeah, no, I
And
understand.
the personal development, and so that's all that I have right now in who I am, but that's a very important part of me. In the personal development, I put books and health actually in the same, because I think it's part of you, the intellectual and physical. And this is where I had problems in adding some. I have a list of books, and the nodes are just not responding, but I'll wait
Okay.
for that.
For
And
that,
then,
just go back to the books and drag that node out a little bit further. Sorry, no, grab books.
oh, books.
Yeah, just drag that
Oh,
out and then try and click the node again, or drag it up, like completely in a different location.
okay. There.
There you go. You should be able to link it now.
And so these are some of the books that I have read recently, and that I'm reading.
Yep. So
The
for
ones in yellow.
self-education.
Yes.
Yep.
And these are just interesting books.
Yep.
Um,
Looks good.
and then I'll close that. And then I have the businesses is where I go to a separate map.
Hey,
Yes.
Katinka, what you can do is anything that has a link to it, you can just press it and then underline it. So it lets you know that there's a link under there. That's what I do.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, so if you go up to Inspector on the top right-hand side, the top right-hand side, top right, yep, over there, a little bit further over.
The small writing, just under help.
Yeah. I might be beyond help here.
I think you're doing pretty well. It's a good map that you've got there.
So I'm sorry. Can you tell me again
So see help. You'll see there's a little inspector. We need to make that button a little bit more clear.
Oh.
And then just press the underline. So font style underline. And now go back over to your business node. And then it'll be underlined. Yeah, so we do that on our side just so that we know there's a link attached to that node.
So that's another map or just a link?
Oh, we just underline it so that we know that there's a link or another map attached to that node. Okay, because some of them aren't linked up.
Hey, Katinka, do you have a headset that you could wear?
I have somewhere. Is it very?
Yeah. Next time you share it, it's very bad on our side. It's okay for you, but yeah, next time put that in, or if you can get it. Jackie has a question. In the new design, I found my life map, but where do I find the others?
I'll show you that just in a minute, Jackie. Just after Katinka's finished sharing, I'll jump in and we'll show you that.
Okay, I'm trying to fix the headset here.
While Katinka's getting a headset, do you want to go through that, Hamish?
All right, so I'll share my
explain
screen.
that more. I've just muted Katinka just for a bit because the feedback was getting pretty bad there.
Okay, so I'll just explain to everybody now where they can find their plans and their home plan, and then I'll show you some other features. And Katinka, once you've got your headset sorted out, can you just put a message back into the chat box so I can make you presenter again? Okay, so yeah, I've logged into my account. Okay, so we'll start from the start so everybody's fresh and knows exactly where we are. So we go to the home page here. We've got all the training in here. First of all, one thing I wanted to show you is I've added some new training in here. I've filled in all these videos here, so you can jump in and have a look at those. I think yeah, about between 10 and 30 minutes each, but each one of them is quite good. And in here, I've linked that up to the map that I was working on as well, so you can have a look as a as an outside person and have a look at the map. And if you want to copy the template or anything, feel free to do so. Next thing I wanted to tell you is last week and this week, I've been doing a lot of training videos, writing a lot of content so that I can put it into the Make a Difference or the MAD tab. Okay, right now there's a bit of training in here, but we've got a lot of training coming in this week. Okay, so watch this tab. It should all be there by the next webinar. I'm going to try and put a lot of it in there tomorrow, but yeah, watch this tab. You'll see there's going to be a lot of content coming in here this week as well. Okay, so next thing is, so we've got the new profiles. So if you go to your account, so click your username, go to my profile, you'll see everything's changed. First thing you'll do, you'll see prompts asking you to put your cover image and your profile image. So you can just click these, upload anything. We've got the size of the image here. And this is actually the profile that other people will see when they visit your account. Okay, so what you'll see soon as well that I'm going to show you is you'll be able to add other people into your circles or as your associates. And that's going to be building on something bigger that I'll be showing you as well, which is going to be creating tasks. So creating a job and then assigning tasks to people. So basically managing a project within this whole system. And that's one of the bigger picture things that we're getting towards, and you'll see come in probably by the end of this week as well. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of differences, a lot of new features. So on the next webinar or on the following webinar, we'll go through it all again, nice and clearly. It'll all be working. Maybe we'll have a couple of errors, but we'll try and get it all working by this time next week. Okay, but the best thing to do is just keep jumping in, checking it all, and playing around with it. If you see any issues, let us know. But yeah, you'll see it'll come together pretty quickly this week. Okay, so first of all, what we've got here is we've got our timeline. First of all, I'll just say you can edit your details in here as well. So put where you work, where you're living, your website, all those details so that other people can see that. We'll extend that as well, maybe phone numbers and other email addresses so that you can get each other's details. Yeah.
Hamish, can I just inject here for a second?
Yep.
Can I ask a question to everybody on this call? This is a really, really important question that, your answer to this question will actually dictate your success. Who understands why we're doing this? Who understands why we are putting these profiles and we've turned it into a social network? Does anyone just put a yes or a no if you understand what we're doing here? I'm just going to bring up the questions box and have a look at this, because this is something that we need to have a look at. Some people say yes, some people say no. Ron says, I think so, yes, and for the future joint ventures. Alex says no. Suzette says no. Okay, so it looks like about 50% of people understand have a reason in their head for why we're doing this, and then 50% have no idea. Okay. And this is sort of what I thought it was. Okay, now I'm going to ask this next question. Who has built their life map? Just put a yes or a no in the chat box. Who has built their life map? Yes or no? Full participation, guys. Let's just do a quick poll here. Yes, yes, yes. Who else? Any no's? Got a few no's. Okay, we've got probably about 30% no. Interesting. A lot of people having the same trouble. Okay. Now, the reason why people don't build their life maps is because they're trying to get this, that they think there's meant to be some perfect way they're meant to have their map. There's meant to be some amazing way that's all meant to work out for them. And that's just simply not true, okay? And the only time when you realize that's not the case is when you actually start to meet other members and talk to other members. Because we're doing something different here. Like we're doing something that's not, normal, okay? Like we're mapping our lives, which most people don't ever do. A little bit confronting for people. Many things can come up, but at the same time, it makes you an extremely powerful person. But so a lot of people, the people who answered no on this, it means that they it means that they're getting stuck. They think that there's some perfect way they're meant to have their life map when there really is no perfect way. But if you started talking to the other members and started listening to them and seeing how they're doing their life maps and looking at their walls and seeing how they're doing their life maps, you'll realize there's no perfect way, and then you won't have any barriers for you trying to do your life maps. And because that, then more people do their life maps, it increases massive more collaboration. Everyone gets to know each other better. We start bigger and better businesses. We all become more powerful as a group, and we all become very successful. Does that make sense, guys? That's why we're doing this. We're doing it so we can all share with each other. Okay, it's really important. That's why we've got our own timelines now. That's why we can do all this. It encourages everybody to share. So I just thought I'd share that, and that's the reason why we're doing this, guys, so that anybody who joins our programs, anyone who becomes part of our group, they have a very, very good chance of becoming very successful if they just plug in and use the system.
It makes it easier for people to share their ideas and where they're wanting to go with life as well, doesn't it? It's an easier platform for doing it.
Like-minded people.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron Bell's saying, I'm available to help a few others jumpstart with their life maps. Awesome, Ron. Well, guys, that means go and find Ron Bell Skyhut in the members area, okay? Like, that's one of your tasks. If you haven't got your life map, Ron's happy to help.
Yeah, if anybody wants to help as well, a good thing to do would just be post up on the group and just say, I'm willing to help anybody that needs it. So just connect with.
You can add it to your timeline.
Yeah.
And in the next 24 hours or hopefully the next 24, 48 hours, there'll be a group timeline that we can see everybody posting, and then you can add them as an associate. So it's very exciting. Betty Heller. So guys, Ron, Betty Heller, Samantha, if you're happy to help others, give them the fish. I mean, give them the tools to go fishing. That it's great. You build a great relationship with that person, and that you never know what business they're going to build once they get the foundations right. It's pretty crazy. Tom Burlington's happy, guys. There's heaps of people.
Another thing, sorry, while we're talking about helping each other, Miguel has organized a hangout for this week. He's trying to connect with between 5 and 10 people, kind of keep it a small little Google Hangout so that he can really connect and help people through, planning out their businesses and their lives. So Miguel, did you want to just jump on and talk about that for a second, or you work out the times, or?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I told you, and I already talked to some of the members, the ones that I have the contacts to talk to. In my head, I'm trying to organize 2 hangouts per day, depending the time, the hours that people can attend. You all have different time hours on the road, so it will be nice to get to know people that. When it's midnight for me, it's midday for them, things like that. So yeah, I'll be posting on the group maybe and try to make some polls to see the best hours that people can attend. And it's better if you add me on Skype and we can talk directly to each other, so we can arrange that in a better way.
Do you want to just type your Skype ID into the?
I will.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, I might just jump in and continue.
It's exciting the way this community is just growing and developing like that.
Well, it's amazing. We had a bunch of people on there just offering to help everybody else who's having trouble. And that's exactly what we're trying to build.
So we might as well keep going through these new profiles, Hamish.
Okay, so what I was explaining.
Tools.
So what we're going to have is everybody's going to have their timeline. Everybody's going to have their own timeline, which will be this just here. So what they'll be able to do is they'll type in, just starting work. Post that on their timeline. It's going to come to into a feed for all people to see. So it's going to be an Unlimited You Education community feed that you'll all be able to see. If you're needing help with anything, or you need to draw attention to something, or you're trying to find somebody to help you for something else, then you can post on here. For whatever reasons, you can post on here, and everybody's going to be able to see it that's online at that time. They'll be able to go back through and have a look at the history. of all the posts as well. For the moment, so that'll be completed this week. For the moment, to visit another user, you actually have to put the username up here. So if I wanted to go and visit, say, Tom's timeline, I just put his username at the top here, TommyCP2. Oh, wait, sorry. TommyCP2. So if anybody's wanting to connect with each other, so this is Tom's profile and timeline. So I can see his timeline, his plans, his associates, and then I can actually, if I'm not already, I can make a proposal to create a project with him, or I can add him to a current circle that I already have. Okay, but if I make a proposal to him, he's already one of my associates, so I'm not going to be able to. Okay, so what you all want to do, if you're wanting to connect to each other right now, this is going to be for the next 3 or 4 days. All you have to do is put the username in the top here. Okay, so just replace that with somebody's username, and then you're going to be able to go onto their profile. All you have to do is simply press more and then make a proposal, or I can add them to a circle. So I've got one circle here called Unlimited Dual Education Team. Okay, and that's basically going to be something along the lines of this. So you'll see this pop up in there soon as well. Okay, oh wait. So this is going to be what the projects actually look like. It's not yet finished. Okay, you'll have your project description at the top here. You'll have your overview. You'll have all the things that are happening currently with the project. So every member of the project's contribution or questions or jobs when they're completed, when they've been created, everything's going to be in here. Okay, you're going to have the timeline. You're going to have the task. So you're going to be able to create a task, assign it to somebody, and set a deadline. Okay, there'll be details and everything. So you'll be able to, really work well with other people and work on different time zones. You'll be able to upload documents and various files to the actual project, and you'll also be able to look at the other members, and then you'll also have your goals. So maybe you'll have a goal to create this website by this particular date, or complete the business by this date, something along those lines. So you're going to see this is going to be linked into it all over the next week as well. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's not all completely finished yet, and there's still a few errors at the moment, but you'll see it all come in the next week. Okay, so that's the project side of things. Next thing I wanted to have a look at and show you was, so if I go back to my profile, okay, so I've got my timeline, that's what I just showed you. My plans, this is the next thing. We've just created the feature so that you can actually share plans with other people. Okay, so when you share a plan with another person, you're going to be the admin of that plan. So these are my plans, and these are the ones that I'm admin of. Okay, you'll see also this is your home plan, so your life plan. Okay, so that links to your main plan that you've set. Okay, if you want to change that, you just simply use that little settings button there, and you can set it to whatever plan you want. Okay, so that links directly to your life plan. Oh. Okay, so the next thing is sharing a plan. So you see that people have shared plans with me. So these are currently the plans that I've seen of other people. Now, if I want to share a plan with say, with Tom, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. Oh. So I've actually logged into Tom's account just here, and I'm going to go ahead and share a plan with him. Okay, so I might share my goals with Tom. All I have to do is go into my goals. Okay, then I go to options. You see the box pop up. Okay, and then you've got your public viewing link there, which we've already had before. Okay, and then we've got type username and click add. Okay, so this is where you can actually add somebody else as an editor, so they can physically edit your map or your plan, whilst you can both work on the same project, basically work on the same plan. Okay, so if I put Tom in here, press add, I've got Tommy CP2 down there. I close that and I go over to Tom's account. So I'll just refresh it quickly. My profile, go to my plans. Okay, and we'll go down to the bottom. You'll see Tom's got two plans that have been shared with him, and one of them is my goals. Now, I'm currently inside my goals at the moment, so Tom can actually view it as a viewer, but not an editor. Okay, now if I close it over here, then I can jump back in with Tom's side. He's not going to be the admin, but you can see up here, he's actually able to edit my plan. Okay, so that's one of the coolest features that we've got. We're going to have multiple people working on the same plan, from different places in the world. And one thing is that I have to point out with this is you can't edit it at the same time whilst you're both logged into it. Okay, so only one person can be an editor at the same time. But if you are wanting to edit at the same time, what I suggest and what we do is we both log on to Skype. We have a group chat, and we just share the screen, and you just talk yourself through it. Okay, so
So
that's
there's a few questions. Maria's asking, is there a way to get everyone's username so we can talk to them? Well, you're going to be able to see, everyone in the news feed, and also on the live chat. So that is about to happen over the next 24 hours, Maria. So then, yes, you will be able to talk to it, just exactly the same as it's like in a Facebook group.
okay. So, were there any other questions that I missed, Tom?
Next question was,
Okay, so Samantha's just put in her username. So Samantha, I'm going to add you as one of my associates. So if I just go to your page, Samantha. Okay, so you put Revs 72. Oh, and we have an error. Let's see if it works anyway.
probably because I haven't filled in their profile yet or something.
Oh, maybe that's it. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll have a look and see.
Can't really do that yet.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you'll have to go and fill in your profile, and then we'll be able to add you as associates, Samantha. Okay, but probably until Tuesday, what you have to do is visit the person's profile, as I said before. So visit their profile, put their username in. So you go to leaders.unlimitededucation.com/user, and then the username. Okay, so yeah, Tommy CP2, and then you'll go into their profile. You'll go to more, and then you'll press make a proposal. Okay, then you'll be able to both work on the same maps, and you'll be able to see each other's profile, and eventually later on this week you'll be able to create projects together and work together and set deadlines, and yeah. Okay, so okay, Tom's had a question. Are you creating your own project infrastructure or using something like InSlightly as a foundation? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about the programming for the software?
But he's talking about like all the tasks and stuff like that. Yeah, so we don't have to use any other software.
So Tom, do you want to
You know,
explain?
like he's talking about like Basecamp and things like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's an all-in-one system. So you're not going to have to use Basecamp or Teamwork PM. You can do all your project project planning and task allocation within this system. Okay, so yeah, it's all in one for business and development and management.
And there's a live chat button down the bottom right-hand side. I just noticed that the program's put in.
Yeah, so that's another
Oh, it's
feature
not
that's going to
working,
be
is it?
coming in. So all the features that you'll see come in over the next, probably, well, by the end of the week is you'll be able to add associates. You'll be able to create circles. So that's groups of associates that are working on the same thing. Create the project that you are working on, so you can allocate the deadlines, etc., and create the goals. Project association, so you'll be able to associate different projects with each other. So maybe you'll have an overall project for the creation of your business, but one little aspect of that business is the website. So one of the projects you're going to be associating with that grand project is the website creation. Okay, and profile information, you'll be able to, you can fill in all that now, so that people can view, what type of person you are, or have a look at your website before actually talking to you, see what kind of things you're involved in. Another thing is notifications, so you'll be able to get notifications of all the goings on with your business and the people you're working with and the associates you're dealing with. So that's going to be another good thing as well. And finally, the last thing I wanted to show you was voice writing. Now this is just kind of an added little bonus, which is not yet fully functional, but instead of typing your update or your documents, you'll be able to just click this box here, this little microphone, and you'll be able to say exactly what you want to say, and then it'll just write the update for you. Okay, and that's going to be the same as in the documents as well. So we've got the documents feature coming out as well, where you'll have your documents saved within your profile. Instead of sitting there typing, you can just click this button, um, you know, say whatever you want, and it'll type it for you. So that's just going to be a little bit of something that's going to increase productivity, or speed things along a little bit while working. Okay, so those are all the features that I've wanted to talk to you. You'll see it all come in. I want everybody to be logging in every day this week. Try and really have a look at all the features. Try and work them out. Try and use them as much as possible. You obviously may see a few bugs to start with, but we're going to be teething those out over the next week or two. Okay, so hopefully it'll be pretty much fully functional by the end of this week. Okay, but the programmers have said that all these features will be there within the next 2 days. Okay, so I think we've got quite a few questions. Okay, Tom has just said, fantastic. Insightly.com is integrated with Google, but a pain to sign up for.
Errol's got this question. Is there a way that admin could set up the cursor so that it has a large head surrounding the actual cursor?
You're
Some
talking about
lose sometimes.
while I'm being presenter?
Not sure.
Yeah, I think it means while I'm presenting, is there a possibility of making the mouse head bigger? I'm not exactly sure how to do it right now, Errol, but before the next webinar,
I'll have a look. I don't think they have that option.
you can change the arrow. You can change the cursor head, so we can just choose something that's bigger. I think it's going to be possible for the next webinar, Errol. Okay, so Thomas said, so you can add one website at a time, not just one. Yeah, so at the moment, just one website into your profile. So if we have a look at this, you got your website there. Okay, so yeah, that'll be another teething thing. All the changes that we want to make down the track, if we want to add more details. So you've got an about me here as well. You can put as much as you want in there about yourself or about your business. I think it's probably better to keep it or like businessy orientated so that people can connect with the right people and create the right kind of businesses together. But we'll down the track we can add in more features. Okay, this can get quite big, so you can fill in a lot of detail in there as well about yourself.
Tom's saying, Hamish, how would you show a stacked graph to show layers of horizontal task timelines like Microsoft Project? So he's asking for a you're asking for a Gantt chart. We don't have a Gantt chart functionality here, Tom. That's pretty high level planning there, Tom, which is not needed at this stage. I'm sure if you're building something more complicated, but I mean, I've used a lot of Gantt charts in the past, and they're good, but they're also not good because you're forever trying to update them all the time. Tom says line in the profile area could put input forms to be wider, easier to input. Line in the profile input area, could the input forms be wider? That could be a little bit wider. We'll see.
I think you just saw me drag out the box, so you can see there's a lot more space there than it looks like. Okay.
Samantha's profile. That's a pretty cool profile.
Yeah. So Samantha, I think you accidentally put 2 7s in there before, so it's Revel 77. But yeah, so I can add you. So make a proposal, or add you to a circle. Okay, then I'll just add you to the Unlimited U Education team, and close that. Now, if I go to my profile, you should be part of my associates. Okay, so there you are there. Okay, so I can click on your account and I can visit it from here as well. I can see your phone number, well, you haven't put a phone number, but I can see, your level, your projects, and your email address there as well.
So it's very cool. You guys can collaborate on projects together and collaborate on maps together and start building, creating. It's getting very cool. Who finds this amazing? I mean, this hasn't been done before. Like, this is, to be able to do this with mind mapping is very exciting and very powerful for us all. We're all going to look back in like 3 years from now and just be very powerful businessmen and businesswomen. It's very exciting to be at the start of doing this. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and you can see how far we've come with this all over the last, couple of months. The features we're going to be adding in are just going to get more and more useful. We're obviously a group of people who are looking for the kind of features that we need to run our businesses or run our life and make things more efficient and make things make ourselves more focused. So those are the kind of things we're looking for, and those are the things we'll be integrating. So yeah, hopefully it all comes together nicely, and it seems to be coming together very nicely, I think. Okay. All right, so those are the things that I wanted to show everybody tonight. What I might do is did we get
Muted.
Oh,
Unmuted.
you just muted me.
I muted the wrong one.
Katinka, did she organize a headphone or a microphone?
Hey, yeah, she did, but it's still quite a bad reception. We can have a go at it.
Yeah, I think we should come back to her. She was just about to share her
I'm
business.
gonna unmute you, Katinka. Yep. Ron says, nice to know you're online today, Mel. Like your cartoons. Okay, Katinka's unmuted.
I could always fix another microphone and share later in the week if that's better.
Yeah,
It's
that's no
okay right
problem.
now.
I think it sounds good now.
Does it?
It's bearable.
It's bearable.
All right. Well, I'll make you presenter, Katinka.
Can you
Okay.
just turn down your computer screen? I mean, your computer speakers.
Yes, is this better?
No. Oh, it's
No.
funny. We just, guys, it's always important to just use a headset when you're sharing. Not unless you're using a Mac. That they seem to have worked it out to be able to have speakers and not use headset. Oh, that wasn't good there. Let's just do a quick 5-minute share of Katinka's business.
Okay, so am I on the screen right now?
Yep, we can see you.
Yep.
Okay. So now we're getting this is a map of my businesses, and when I mapped it out, I realized that I'm spread really, really thin. On one side, on this side here, on the left-hand side, are things that are keeping me alive. And on the right-hand side is more things that are aspirational. For example, I'm diving into the commission thing right now. And here's the Unlimited U education. And I've been involved in Empower Network, but really what I want to do in the future is be able to fund my own startup company called Modio. And I won a business plan 3 years ago and tried to run around getting some angel investment into the startup company, and it was really tough. And you ideally need a full-time job to support yourself while you ask for funding. And it's risk modeling for the biotech industry. And so it's something rather abstract, but that's something that I'd like to be able to fund in the future. And the end result from this startup would be for small companies to be able to help develop drugs for underserved patient populations, basically those that the big drug companies can't or won't help.
Have you
But
created a
that's the
plan
way
for
future.
that company?
I'm sorry?
Have you created a plan specifically for that company?
I haven't yet because it feels like it's so far off because I need to get financially stable first.
Yep.
And but I have a business plan, so it's very I haven't translated the business plan into a life plan like this, and that's probably the next step I should do with Modio.
Yeah, well, then you have the opportunity to share it with a few people. Maybe you find the right person within the Unlimited Dual Education community to work with. But yeah, you have to
That's
plan it out.
true. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, well, you're seeing every day people creating plans of their lives or their business, and then they're posting it up within our group. I would suggest create a plan for your company here, post it up within the group, and see what kind of feedback you get from people.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
That hadn't occurred to me because mostly when I presented my idea, I got so many blank stares that it was really discouraging.
Well,
but you never know.
Well, if it's something people think might need changing, or if somebody thinks it's brilliant and wants to work with you, then they're going to speak up and talk to you. Or if there's something that they think you should change, then they're going to give you their opinion as well.
Which is so valuable.
Exactly.
So incredibly valuable. Yes.
Okay, so
I think you just had a breakthrough.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I'm not beyond help after all.
I think you'll be fine.
But this is as much as I'd like to share it for now because this is still sort of very much under construction, and I feel bad that I haven't. It's not further along, but it's getting there.
Yeah, well, maybe over the next week or two, you could build another plan. Maybe post a video up on the group, and then maybe we get you up and share again once you've
Hmm.
fully mapped out your business plan.
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
interested to see your Modio share.
Yeah, I didn't quite get everything you were saying then, but yeah, I'd be interested to see you put it down on a plan so we can fully understand it all.
And it takes great skill, actually, to be able to communicate complicated ideas. It's all about speaking plainly and clearly, and it helps so much to map it out, to really make it clear in your head as well. It's not only that something might be a complicated idea, it's also very much how you present it, and it tests your communication skills very much. And that's one of the big lessons I've learned, is that it's hard, but it's so important to be able to communicate really the essence of an idea in an incredibly concise way. And I think that the mapping model will help me do that.
Yeah, exactly. You can have the best idea in the world, but if you don't present it properly, or if you don't present it to the right people, then
Exactly.
it doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, and that's when I'm left with a blank stares
Yeah.
and sort of questions that don't hit the mark. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you're on the right track anyway. But all right, well, what we'll do is get somebody else up here to share. So I'll
Thank you for the opportunity.
yeah, thanks very much for coming on. Hopefully we have you back on. Well, we'll get you back on in the next couple of weeks with a bit of a more detailed plan, or see your progress over the weeks, if you like
And a
to do
better
that.
mic.
Yeah, and a better mic. Okay, so I'll mute you now, and we'll get somebody else up. So next person who wants to
Thank,
share, just put your name in. So thanks very much, Katinka, and we'll see you on the next
thank
webinar.
you.
Okay, so who next would like to share? Okay, a lot of people are saying thanks for sharing to Katinka. Tom Burlington has just said, "Hamish, are you in Leon?" Um, Paul Bukos country. Such a great place to live. Yeah, I'm currently living in Leon. So if there's anybody around this, neck of the woods, or even in Paris or somewhere nearby, then do let me know, and I will, definitely be willing to meet up, have a chat. I think it's worthwhile being in a community like this, and if you if you happen to be in the same city, then you definitely should be meeting up with each other, because you get a lot of value out of that as well. So who are we having on next? Okay, D. Shelby has said, I'm getting PHP errors on the new site. Should I be ignoring them for now or reporting them as a snapshot? Um, I think we'll wait till tomorrow, until probably within after 24 hours from now, and we'll see. I don't think there should be too many errors after tomorrow, because I know that they are going to be fixing, or they're in the process of changing things over now. So obviously there's going to be a few errors coming up while they're changing things over. Um, okay, so I'm just trying to find. There's quite a few questions off the wall, but not unrelated to me. Plan the charity has an ad that they have a whole program devoted to donating goats to families in certain areas, funded by donations to plan. Okay, so that's a future option. Okay, so you're saying, so Katrina. So this is Tom. So Katrina, if some to your planned work could be similarly structured. So maybe Tom, if you want to explain that to Katinka, perhaps you guys could meet up on or connect through the Facebook group or share each other's user IDs and connect through the community here, and explain that to her, because it sounds like Tom might have a fix for your communication problem for your business.
Samantha says she'll have her map ready for Wednesday.
Okay, excellent. Okay, Jackie's just had a question. If I go to my profile and click on the icon picture, it shows me my life map. Where do I see my other maps? Okay, so if I just go back to my home now, so go to my profile, you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, so you'll see it's all changed a little bit here. So it's just here. You'll see your timeline, you'll see your plans and your associates. So Jackie, just make sure you go to plans. Okay, the first lot of plans are your plans. Okay, the second ones are the ones that have been shared with you. So now that this is probably the first time you're using this, you won't have any shared with you. But once you share some, and people share with you, obviously you'll have some in there.
Hello?
Okay, yeah. So Samantha will have hers for Wednesday. Okay, Samantha's got 18 mats.
How come you're not on the webinar?
Okay, and Ron's got another question quickly. He's asking, where's the life plan? Okay, so Ron, when you're on your profile, this icon here is where your life plan is. Okay, so everybody see that? Okay, that may look confusing for people, so that's something we might have to change. We need to put something in there clearly stating that it's the life plan. But if you see this icon here, that's your life plan. It's got a little picture of a brain on it. So if I click on that, it'll take me to my life plan. Okay, so did you see that there, Ron? Okay, so we need the next person who's ready to share. So who on here is ready to share? There's a lot of people on here. We should have somebody up for sharing now. So chuck yes into the chat box. Okay, Tom's asking another question. What is the size of the cover image? Okay, it doesn't matter what the size is. It's just that's the ratio. Okay, so 11 by 3 is the ratio. So 11 by 3, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, obviously the more pixels, the better. Okay, Ron's going to check when the webinar's over. So, Tom, are you still on there? All right, come on, guys. Somebody needs to share. We've got a lot of people on here. We've had one person share. There should be a bunch of hands going up. Okay, it doesn't have to be too much. Just something that you've been working on this week or last week. Okay, what have you all been doing this last week? You should, have a new map or something that you've got that you can show us all.
Come on, guys.
Okay, we've got Tom. You can share. You want to share? Okay, so you got your microphone ready as well. I'll put you as presenter. Okay, excellent. Okay, can you hear me? Just firstly, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Is it Thom or Tom?
Tom, just like,
Just Tom, just like Tom.
yep, just Tom.
Okay, so yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, good.
We just got
Well,
to.
I just wanted to, okay, I just wanted to be brief and maybe just provide a little helpful information about what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and then it can help other people too.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So I'll just say my background very briefly. I haven't been able to get it into this profile yet, but I will. So, for a long time I was an economist, so I'm an analyst kind of guy, and I've done a lot of business plans, and I've done a lot of modeling for more natural resource industries, but also Katinka brings to mind. I worked for a couple of years for a nutritional supplements company doing their planning and business plans there. So I'm happy. I'm not really interested in doing business plans. I'm really happy to comment on them or be helpful or, give people ideas.
Well,
So
if you've got a
that's
lot of experience, then
one relevant.
it's ideal for you to
Yeah.
help people out.
Yeah. So I'd be really happy to help people in that way.
Yeah.
What I'm really doing these days is building a marketing and consulting business for small and medium-sized companies, and I've got, even the last few weeks, lots of fantastic information and ideas from some of, in addition to you guys here, but some of there's been a lot of changes in the models people are using, and also just like Facebook is a fascinating and fantastic traffic source that can be as targeted as possible. There's other ways of doing that too that I've been learning, and Google is making huge jumps in that direction too. So while I wouldn't consider myself a professional in that area yet, I am going in that direction, and I'd be really happy to work with people in terms of, and I'm going to do some of the modeling in my maps with this. This next week it's going to be pretty difficult for me, but after that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to present it more clearly at that
Yeah.
time.
Well, did you have
Several.
one that you wanted to share today, or just wanted to explain a bit about what you do?
No, I don't have that. I'm sorry, it's not mapped out. But I can give you. I can make a really simple one.
Oh, it's okay. We can get you on over the next couple of weeks and get you to create your map
That
then.
would be better because I'll have it laid out, and then we could work with it, and I could also help people to think about their marketing in that process.
Yeah. Well, do you want
That would be
to
really fun.
maybe post up in the group that you're willing to help so
Yes.
that people can easily communicate with you?
Yes.
And yeah, Tom's
would.
really. I noticed you're really active in the chat there, which is really good as well. So thanks for all the
Well,
comments
I'm an
and
old
stuff.
guy, so really my job is to encourage anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really interested in encouraging people
Yeah.
because they think faster than I do.
No, fair enough. No, well, thanks very much for jumping on. And yeah, so anybody, if you want to connect with somebody who's got a lot of experience with, business development or business planning, then yeah, Tom's obviously there in the members area or the group, the Facebook group that you can connect with. Okay, so yeah, thanks a lot for that, Tom.
Thanks, Hamish.
Um,
Oh,
do
is
you have
Paul
anything
Bocuse still
else?
alive?
Pardon?
Yeah, one question, is Paul Bocuse still alive?
I don't know. I didn't.
In your area, the most famous one of the most famous chefs is up in Beaune, just north of you, of the world. And
Oh, really?
I was there one time. It was amazing. Yeah.
He's a very
And I don't know if you've
big
been
guy.
in Beaune, but he's a big guy, and he's one of the two or three. Well, I mean, a few years ago, anyway, he was one of the two or three top chefs in the world.
Was it about 15 or
And
20 minutes
but
north of Lyon, along the river?
yeah, between, it's a little bit south of Beaune and north of Lyon, right?
I think it's the restaurant's still there. I'm not sure about him
If he
though.
is, yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
driving past
but
it,
it's
my
a,
girlfriend saying that that's one of the most famous restaurants in the area.
yeah, cool. Okay,
Yeah, well,
I'm going to come visit you
yeah. Let me know
if
when
you're
you're
still
in
there.
town. Yeah, let me know when you're here. When you're here.
Okay, okay, take
All
care.
right. Thanks, Tom. Bye. Okay, so we had a couple more people. What we might do is do another share, and then if anybody else, Miguel or Milton or anybody had anything else to add, otherwise we might finish it. Keep it at an hour and a half. So I had a couple more people who wanted to share.
Carol
Who was
was
it?
on
Do you want to make?
Carol.
Do you want to
Yeah,
make them present?
I will find it. I will find her.
Just going back, trying to find everybody.
Here,
All right, there. Yeah.
it's done. Hello,
Hi.
Carol.
Carol, can you hear us?
Brian, we muted for a minute.
Oh, can you hear us? Oh, you can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to get back to my mind share on my map, just share it, and then I got stuck.
Okay, I think you just have to accept the for you to take over the screen so that we can see your computer.
Right, and then I go to unlimited U.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you know where to go from here?
Well, I thought I did, and then it seemed like it changed. Did it change?
Yeah,
Did I
it's
miss
changed.
that?
So go back up to the top and then go to. So click your username, and then you'll see my profile. Yep.
Right. And that's what I've just done, and I was just confused as to where to go next. My
Okay.
plan's there.
Yep. So click
Is that
that one.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now your home plan or your overall plan is going to be that icon at the top. So go back up.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, is that the one you want, the Carol one?
Yeah, that's the one I was going to show.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
So I've been going through a lot of online training for the last year and a half, and so this is the plan that shows all the stuff that I had going, and I decided that I was pretty much like a contractor for a house, that I wanted to learn what was available and what tools were available before I decided on what to actually spend, my full-time efforts on. And so what that has become is being a professional marketer, a professional shopper. Basically, it's drop shipping. So a lot of the people know what drop shipping is. A lot of people don't, as I've been talking to them. And what
You
drop
want to just
shipping
explain to them what drop shipping is for those that don't understand?
Yeah, so in brief, what drop shipping is going and looking for good prices on things at places. Like the first place most people will start is they'll go to Amazon and they'll find something that seems to be a really good price, and they'll go over to eBay and see if anybody is buying it at that price plus the necessary markup for eBay and PayPal fees and for the profit. And that's where you start. And people wonder, well, why would anybody buy at eBay at a price higher than Amazon? And that was the hurdle that I had to get over, because I'm a price shopper to a fault. And I had to realize that just like we have all the gas stations here, on every block that are 10 cents more a gallon, and they're still full. There's people that go to Belk's and buy Hanes underwear in the exact same packaging and pay, 30% more than if they bought it at Walmart. And so the same thing is happening all over online. And so I found that I learned the program to be this professional shopper and it allows me to buy everything at a discount. And it has been the first thing that has actually brought money in the door on a consistent basis. I've tried the affiliate marketing, I've tried Facebook advertising, I've tried getting the clients, and my husband is an online marketer as well, and is an online consultant, often for small businesses and related to their websites and to their video work that they need to put on their sites. And so we both work together out of the house here full time. Our history is that I was a certified public accountant for about 10, 15 years, and then I wanted to stay home with the kids more, and my job had relocated, and so I was a substitute teacher, soccer slash American football coach for just a recreation league, and then we were foster parents for therapeutic foster teens for 7 years.
Yep.
And so this is where I am now.
So basically, your business plan is you're taking products from Amazon and selling them on eBay. If there's a decent enough price difference, then you can make a good margin, a good profit on. So you're like the middleman. You're setting up the deal across the two websites.
Right, and so when somebody buys off of eBay, they give me the. In fact, Let me show the one. Let's see.
What kind of products are you dealing with?
Absolutely anything. For instance, let me go to my inbox, and I have people asking and stuff like that, but I'll get this notice on a regular basis, usually at least a daily basis. And so if somebody has paid me for an item that I listed on eBay, and so then I go and I look at, so what was it that I sold? And because I have over 295 things, and then I go and I shop around to find the best price for this de-icer that I sold, even though I know that I can get it over at Amazon for a profit.
Okay. So you even search for a lower price if you can.
Yeah, because I have enough time. I have more time than money. Also, what I've done is I've started advertising and to get other people to list for me. And so like this, well, I've got several people. I've got like 14 people now that I'm working with to train them how to do the same thing. And I've tried to load them onto my mind map and get it to the way I wanted to do it. But it was, for that particular case, what I wanted to do was something like this, and I wasn't finding an easy way. So I'm just linking it back over to my mind map. And so I have the different people that are working with me and the different level that they've achieved so that they can do the same thing.
Okay, so have you outsourced this job to these people, or you've?
Exactly, I'm outsourcing to those people. I've just started the training. I've got 14 people that I've just started in the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
And I started with doing it with Odesk people. And I have a couple of them that were working with me, but Christmas got in the way and they stopped showing up, so to speak.
Yep.
And I will go back there also.
That's perfect. That's a lot of the stuff we've been teaching. Build your processes,
right.
and
Exactly.
simply put, so that people can easily step in and do the job for you.
Exactly.
Because it sounds like it's the perfect. Oh, sorry, you go, Miguel.
No, I was just saying that I think she's doing great, actually. There are a lot of people.
Well, it's really fun after all this time and all this effort, learning everything from Facebook marketing, online consulting. I've been in several MLMs and things like that to finally get to a point where I'm bringing in, cash into the house. Yeah. And I've got a 16-year-old that's doing it also. And basically anybody can do it. I do have to work with my 16-year-old more. He's not being careful with his listings. There's so many tips and tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use DS domination or something like that?
Yeah, I actually bought from Roger Langell, the same guy, DS Domination. I bought from him over a year ago and did the program he had at the time, and it didn't answer enough of my questions to get me over the hurdles, and so I actually asked for a refund. And then more recently, I connected with him and got into his program when it first started, 3.5 months ago.
Okay. It's just the normal problem. It's just the support. The programs that people are selling, it's normal they are good. Normally they are good, but the support that we need, that people need to start, normally they don't have it. So when you find a product that have a good support, as everyone have in limited education, it's like a big push, a big boost to start making money online.
Exactly. So I'm having fun and I'm progressing.
Yeah, it's a great little business model that you've got there, because it's yeah, not a difficult task, but you need more and more people to do it so that obviously you increase your own profits.
Yeah, at this point, I'm the one that's fulfilling all the orders and things like that and answering all the questions. And, I want what I want to do is, after I work with these 14, 15 people for a while, and some of them get serious, I want to put them in the management position where they'll be the team leader for the people that are working for me.
Yeah,
Placing
it's
ads,
perfect.
because I'm paying them to place ads. I'm not paying them as the MLM aspect of anything. I'm just paying them to place ads.
Yeah, oh, that's perfect. Okay, did you have anything else you wanted to share? Thanks for sharing that. It's actually, yeah, interesting
I
little
think that's
business
it,
you've got there.
unless somebody has questions.
We'll have a look. Does anybody have any questions for Carol? Okay, I think you pretty much covered it all. If a question pops up, then we'll everybody's just saying thanks for sharing, Carol. But we'll
Sure.
get you back on and answer the questions if there are. Okay, but yeah, it sounds like you're doing the right thing. You just got to really build those processes and get the training perfect for your staff members, so that they can easily slide into position and get the job done. Because you're dealing with a lot of staff as well, you're going to probably have a bit of a turnover rate. So you want out with the old, in with the new quickly, without upsetting the
Exactly.
business. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like you're doing doing the right thing. Okay.
You have dealt with the situation when you have time and not money. Now you have to deal with the situation that you have money but not time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working towards that equilibrium.
It's cool that also that you've got something that you've seen has worked for you. Okay, so you might have been making a bit of money by yourself doing it. Okay, and now all you realize is you just got to upscale it. But
And I
you know it
really,
works, so you're good to go for it.
and it's one of my main goals, and I do have them down in the thing. I think they're connected, but one of my main goals is to help other people that help themselves. We were so frustrated with the sense of entitlement that all the foster children get because of how much they give them directly, like $100 a month for new clothes. And they get to where they're not working hard for what they want. And I want anybody that's working hard, I want to help them to succeed,
Yeah, well, they're the
and
ones
not
that
just
deserve it.
charity cases.
Yep,
Exactly.
definitely. All right, so thanks very much for sharing, Carol. I might just take over the
Thank
screen
you.
again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, so I think we've done a few shares, so trying to keep it an hour and a half long. Tom, are you still on the line?
I'm still here.
Did you want to add anything else in here at the end?
No, I thought that was an amazing share, though. That was
Yeah, I
awesome.
think it's a really cool little
So thank you very much
business
for
that she's got going there.
Yeah, it's more about
And
automating things and focusing and creating those cogs in
Yeah.
the system, in her system.
and one other thing, Miguel, did you want to just quickly remind everybody about your hangout again? Just make sure everybody is aware, because I think that's going to be something that's going to be really valuable for
Yeah.
people that jump on there.
Yeah, I'm just sharing my Skype and my Facebook again to everyone. On the Hangouts, we can all push each other to work, because even me sometimes I'm a bit lazy, and if I have someone to help or to work with it's really better. You're gonna see it if you. It's really it's nothing like working alone and working with other people talking to you, and you answer questions and they answer your questions and they push you to work. So it's not just a teaching step. It's like a co-working as well. So you're gonna be all working at the same time and doing different things and the same things. Yeah, it would be great. Just don't forget to add me on Skype, on Facebook, because if you don't, it will be difficult for me to talk with you.
It feels less like work when you're working with somebody and getting excited about it and everything. You actually get motivated, and yeah, it helps. I know every time I'm on the phone to somebody or speaking to Tom over Skype, I get a hell of a lot more done than I do when I'm by myself. All right, so I think we'll finish the webinar up here, guys. We've got the next webinar on, when's that, on Wednesday night, Miguel?
Sorry?
The next webinar is Wednesday?
Yeah, it's always the same day.
Yeah.
It's for me, it's the next day, 2 a.m. But yeah, for you, I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
Yeah, for you, it's the same.
Yeah.
You're in France, yeah.
All right, so it's bedtime.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks everybody for coming on the webinar. And Tom, you had nothing else to say?
No, I'm just really excited for the next webinar, and I'm just honestly I'm like very excited for the next for the next week when
This
we
week's a
finally
good
get
week.
live chat. Yeah, this week's it's been a lot of hard work, guys. Hamish and I have been working around the clock trying to make it all happen, and I've honestly burnt out a little bit. To tell you the truth, leaders do burn out at different stages, and we all burn out, and I'm looking forward to reharnessing the energy that's from within, the energy that you guys give me, and all the inspiration I get from everybody, and this group and this amazing group that we're creating and growing it. I'm off to China in a week's time to talk about growing it in China, and then I'm straight into Bulgaria to just finish up all these little bits on the site that really make a difference. There's a few spelling mistakes and things like that, and I want to be talking live with the programmers there, and then I'm going to be literally traveling through America and meeting up with all of you all through America, through Canada, and really making this a real success for everybody, teaching people how they can make a lot of money, and bringing massive transparency to the internet. So I'm really excited about it all, and I think you guys know that. And yeah, especially looking forward to all the changes happening this week as well. So thank you very much, Hamish, for running the webinar today.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so
thank you, everyone.
Sorry, I just want to remember that I will not just talking about Facebook, okay, guys? I will talk about landing page, autoresponder, how to create websites, and things like that. Don't think that I just know how to teach about Facebook or YouTube or something like that. So I'm just saying, so you understand what we will be doing on the Hangouts.
Also, what's the topic of the next webinar, Miguel?
James will be teaching how to start a business and step by step and a lot of things. So it's the expert. So James is an expert on that. So okay. It will be about around that.
Okay, excellent. All right, well, we'll see everybody on the next webinar. Thanks for coming along, and see you later in the week. And yeah, watch out for all the updates and get into it. Start using them. Hopefully everybody's a pro by the next webinar. Okay, so good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Good night, guys.